Good afternoon. I am Andrea Chisholm with the Midday News. Special welcome if you're watching on onespotmedia.com. Medical doctors in the public sector have also rejected the latest wage offer from the Finance Ministry. The Jamaica Medical Doctors Association says its members are not in favor of the proposed 4-year agreement. President Dr. Elon Thompson outlined additional things they believe should be included in the revised offer.
We think we should get some more answers to some pertinent questions that we have. We also would like to have some protection clause going forward for a longer period of engagement. It is the belief of the membership that as it is currently presented to us, we are unable to accept such an offer.
The doctors have since written to the Finance Ministry advising them of its decision. Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett says the long-awaited pension scheme for workers in the tourism sector should gain more traction in the next few months. Details in this report.
Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett has revealed that the pension scheme for tourism workers is expected to roll in June. He was speaking at the Melia Braco Village Staff Awards ceremony on Monday.
We are now on the final leg of securing the tourism workers' pension scheme, which I've been talking about from the first time I became Minister of Tourism 4 years ago.
He says during the last 2 years, his ministry has done a sensitization campaign across the island, visiting hotels and speaking to stakeholders and workers within the industry.
And then we were ready to move forward to CPC, and then to go to the legislative committee. And we discovered that because government, through the TEF, was ceding the capital required to make sure that people who became part of the pension plan, even though they were over 50 and would soon retire, would still be able to get a benefit. A minimum of 200,000 Jamaican dollars per year, irrespective of when you join the scheme.
In the meantime, Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett will be awarded the Best Tourism Minister of the Year at the ITB Berlin, the world's largest tourism trade show in Germany, next month. Jamaica will also be awarded the #1 adventure destination at the show. O'Shane Masters, TVJ News.
March 26 is the new opening date for the Bendung Market in Falmouth, Trelawney. The market was scheduled to be completed by December 2015, but several deadlines have been missed.
One of the things that why we haven't opened before, because we are catering especially for these 750 vendors, where we are building stalls for them that will be owned by the council or rented to them on a daily basis. So we are building 700 of these.
When ground was broken in April 2015, the initial cost of construction was $180 million. Mayor Gauger says there was additional construction, so the budget was increased to $300 million.
Covering of the sheds where the people will be able to get rid of the rain if it is falling, or shelter the rain or the heat from the sun. We are also renting a space to juicy patties in the middle of the market.
Member of Parliament for St. Andrew Easton, Favour Williams, is hoping that an increase in the use of technology and an improvement in infrastructure will help curtail criminal activities in Augustown. The plan follows another killing in Augustown on Monday. Ms. Williams argues that based on the layout of the community, closed-circuit television systems, CCTVs, would help the police and law-abiding citizens. She gave an update on the proposed measures.
I'm aware of the CCTV infrastructure that the government is rolling out, and Augustown is going to be blanketed with cameras. We are working on it as we speak. The infrastructure is available right now. Anybody who can put a camera up wherever they put it and have internet access, send the feed into the government. So that I am declaring that is going to happen, and I know of other technologies that we are looking at right now that are going to be deployed in August. So we have to get the control of the situation.
$760 million has been set aside in the 2018-2019 budget to improve cybersecurity initiatives and purchase telecommunications equipment for the Jamaica Defense Force and Jamaica Constabulary Force. The funds will be used to upgrade the communications and surveillance systems of the police and military. $380 million will go towards radio networks and supply and install closed-circuit televisions. The remaining $380 million will be used to enhance cyber capability. Political Ombudsman Donna Parchment Brown says her office is not yet in a position to probe allegations by minority leader in the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, Andrew Swavey, about a $21 million allocation by the Minister of Local Government. Mr. Swavey yesterday called for the Political Ombudsman and the Office of the Contractor General to launch an investigation into the use of money from the Equalization Fund to repair 3 roads in St. Andrew Northwestern, where a by-election is to be held on March 5. Mr. Swavey is concerned that the $21 million allocation was another political gimmick by the Jamaica Labour Party. The political ombudsman says she has not received a formal complaint from Mr. Swavey. The Merton Child Care Facility was officially reopened in Manchonil, Portland this morning. The renovated facility will cater to the needs of about 30 boys in state care between the ages of 12 and 16 with mild to moderate intellectual disabilities. The facility, which is the first of its kind, will be fully operated by the government. It consists of 5 dorms, classrooms, a computer lab, recreational area, and other amenities. The facility cost $10.2 million. And it's time now for a look at what's coming up in this evening's health report.
The next edition of the health report, we look at schizophrenia.
Like the family members trying to steal their land, or family members are trying to poison them, or that people in the community want to kill them, or things like that. You know, those are a little bit more insidious because those will actually cause conflict. Because the person will become more paranoid and will actually be acting in a manner that will engage other persons to become guarded, and that leads to conflict. So
that's the health report this evening in Primetime News. And now for today's healthy living tip. If you have a family member who has a mental condition, remember these points. You cannot cure mental disorder for a family member. Despite your efforts, symptoms may get worse or may improve. A delusion will not go away by reasoning and therefore needs no discussion. And don't forget your sense of humor.
And in news overseas, students from Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High are taking their message to state lawmakers in Florida. They went to the state capitol on Tuesday to demand action on gun control. Details from the CNN.
We are here to ask yes or no questions. Are you for or are you against the killing of students? It's a yes or no question. There is no in between. There's no gray area. It's a black and white statement.
Dozens of Stoneman Douglas students storming the Capitol Tuesday, backed with anger and a checklist full of questions.
For instance, will you vote to close gun show loopholes?
Plus ones of their own.
Are you proud of what you've supported in the past, knowing that you've had the opportunity to ban assault weapons and you didn't? Like, are you proud of that now, knowing what's happened in Pulse and now what's happened at MSD?
Teens from Parkland meeting with state lawmakers from both sides of the aisle. Republican and Democrat, senators and representatives, hoping their stories can spark change.
We understand this more than anybody else, and we witnessed it firsthand, and that is why we've come here to educate people and inform them on what really happened so they know all the facts before they make their decisions.
Is there anything else?
Lawmakers say they're listening, greeting students with applause and praise.
You're going to hear talk about you are not smart enough to be doing this on your own. You keep doing what you're doing.
But the students want more. They want action.
The children shouldn't be doing the adult work. That's not how it should ever be. But, you know, if we have to step in and and make a difference. We will.
Vowing to keep pushing and honoring those 17 lives lost last week.
This is it. These are the names, and that's where it's going to end.
And in sports, as we continue our countdown to the 2018 ISA Boys and Girls Championships, we feature a couple of athletes from Veer Technical High.
Veer Technical is the most storied school in the history of girls' championships, winning 22 titles overall, by far the most by any team. Last year, the team finished 5th at the girls' championships with 125.5 points. But despite losing the likes of World Under-18 Sprint Hurdles champion Brittany Anderson to Camperdown High, the team still has high-quality female athletes, one of which is 2017 Class 1 athlete Brittany Dixon. She believes a top 5 finish is a realistic possibility for her team once again.
My team has been looking great since September. So basically, what needs to be done is the work. They need to put in the work and train hard. And with them training hard, I'm pretty sure that we can finish in the top 5 or top 3.
It's an ambitious target, though head coach John Mayer has admitted that that's where the aim is.
Well, we are working assiduously to try and get into the top 3. As I said, that we are short in numbers, but we are working real hard to get to the top 3.
Tamara Williams-Gale is a throws coach, and her work with the girls in those events have been bearing fruit.
I don't have a lot of girls, but every year, the few that I have, they really, do a showdown in terms of, in the finals, they're always in the top 8. 2 consecutive years now. I won the Class 3, second year Class 3. Marie Forbes won the discus.
The ISA Boys and Girls Championships runs from March 20 to 24 at the National Stadium, with live coverage on TVJ, TVJSN, OneSpotMedia.com and Hits 92 FM.
And that's the Midday News. I'm Andrea Chisholm. Join us at 7 for the Primetime News Package. On behalf of the news, sports and production teams, good afternoon.